Bauna's kitchen, and I am ready to share my dinner menu now. Today I did not prepare any lunch because I had some leftover from yesterday, and I was the only one for the lunch as my husband went for out of town from his work. And as I mentioned earlier in the video that my kids also take some leftover next day in a lunch. So we had a Mexican dinner yesterday, enchiladas. Usually on Fridays I make pizza for the dinner, and sometimes I involve my kids to make pizza. It's kind of fun Friday night. But since we had a Mexican yesterday and I had some vegetables, fresh vegetables that I wanted to use up from my garden. In my gardening video I shared how my garden is blooming with long beans known as choli in India. So I thought I want to make today Indian meal. So basically Gujarati thali. So today I prepared ringan chorinu shak, curry, rice, roti of course to go with my ringan chorinu shak. So ringan chori is basically eggplant and long beans sabji, kind of a curry, not really curry, but that's what it's called in terms of the way it is cooked. So I just try to keep variety in my everyday dinner menu. So let's see, if I make Mexican one day, the next day I will prepare Indian, the next day then I can prepare probably something international, Italian, whatever comes on my mind. I just need to get my hands on something. Even when I eat something outside, I keep on writing the notes. Okay, today I had this and I kind of like that. So I would like to try at home, and then I do my own research and just come up with my own twist to prepare the recipe as per my family preference. So let me walk you through today. My rice is still cooking right now, but I have my curry ready, my sabji ready, roti also ready, and so let me walk you through the dinner meal menu. So here in this cooker I have ringan chorinu shak. Look at the color, how perfect the color turns out when you cook some fresh sabjis. Hi Becky, I can see your comment now. Before I was facing the other direction, so I couldn't see any of the comments, so sorry friends. Curry, so basically Gujarati everyday curry. Roti, my style of roti, thin rotis, and this is for my younger son, baby still, he just giggles the way he giggles when I show him this kind of small roti. He just, I like to see his face. And the papdi, optional as always, but kind of we like to munch on those papdis. And then here I have my rice cooking, almost done. Oh, actually it came on warm, so it is done. So I'm just going to cover now. Before I just kept it half open just because I don't want any mess. Sometimes it just overflows and then you have to clean up all the mess, so I just don't like to do that. And my dinner table is almost ready. I just prepare simple kachumbar to go with my Indian Gujarati thali. So like maybe onion, tomato, and squeeze some lemon juice on it and season with salt and pepper. So this is what my Gujarati thali everyday cooking almost looks like. I then just keep on changing the sabjis, the vegetables. Say one day I'm making ringan chori, the next day I will make some bindi sabji or something dry like cauliflower. I also prepare cabbage. So I just keep on rotating those things, and sometimes instead of curry I prepare dal. And don't forget that I have already shared all the videos all I'm doing right now is just sharing like what my like breakfast, lunch, dinner looks like, because a lot of you have been asking me to do videos on my everyday, what do I eat in a day and stuff like that. I think I shared everything that I wanted to in this video. And of course, yeah, with the rotli you can rotate with bakari or puri. I mean, these days, people are so health conscious and avoid fried stuff, but I do make puris sometimes even. So that way, my kids get to enjoy, like variety as well. And as probably you might have seen that I'm not a really diet conscious person, so I just focus more on my vegetables. That's the first thing I have to have, like 60-70% of your meal I think should be like vegetables, fruits, whole grains, so that's usually happens during my lunchtime. I always try to incorporate some quinoa, oat, those kind of things. If you think that you can't find to prepare the whole menu, today actually I started cooking at it was 5:39 when I looked at the clock, and right now it's almost 6:56, almost 7, and I finished actually half an hour ago, and then I just got a little bit ready, because most of the time people say, oh, I look so tired. Of course, when you cook all these and you have gardening and all this, I do look tired, but that's okay with me. I actually went to my neighbor. She wanted me to make pav bhaji, so once I brought my kids home, like almost it was like 4:35 or 4:45, and so I had to go to her place to make the pav bhaji. So after that I started my cooking once I came here, so it was almost 5:39, 5:45. So I started preparing quickly stuff. Pressure cooker is very helpful. When you want to prepare something really quick. I still use like electric pressure cooker, but since these days my in-laws are in India, so we are only family of 4 right now instead of 6. So I just prefer to use like a quick pressure cooker, the small one here. But I do love to use electric pressure cooker more when we are family of 6. And so now you might be wondering, what do my kids eat? Well, usually my kids, whenever I prepare like a dry sabjis, or even when I prepare dal, they do eat. Today, they will have with curry actually. They just dip roti in curry and then rice later. I just try to combine that. In the lunchtime, they had already their like portion of vegetables and all that, so I don't have to worry about that. So they can have right now the curry. They also take yogurt. So it's like a combination of everything. And I already planned out for my tomorrow meal menu that tomorrow is Saturday, so I'll be making pav bhaji, because when kids are at home, I don't want to prepare so many stuff and then little different stuff for everybody. I don't like to do that. So pav bhaji, everyone enjoys in my family. So I'm going to make pav bhaji tomorrow. That's my plan right now, but let's see. Sometimes it may change, but most of the time I just try to think a day ahead so that I don't have to keep on worrying. And then breakfast, usually like bakris, as I said, I already shared even the breakfast live video. So I just keep on changing the style or like flavors in bakri, with like masala bakri, plain bakri, jeera bakri, biscuit kind bakri. And these days, as I said, I add some almond flour in it, like the mix of almond flour, coconut flour, and flaxseed meal. Then I sometimes add some vegetables in it, some greens in it. So just keep on rotating those things, and you will never run out of the ideas. Trust me, it's just so simple, quick, and easy for me to just think in one direction. Like okay, I'll make this in the morning breakfast. Sometimes I prepare the dough even day ahead. And when I prepare the dough, I prepare for almost 2 times of dough, so that like next day I will rotate with different flavors of bakri, and then the other day, the day after, then I will make another flavor. So it just takes planning, I think, but it is not really hard. And to me personally, if you have your pantry ready, I think you can almost cook anything, and actually you are inspired to get into the kitchen and make something. So I always keep my refrigerator loaded, my pantry loaded, and just you name it, and I have it actually in my kitchen. And of course, yeah, many of you want kitchen tour, so I'm planning to do live next week. So stay tuned for my kitchen tour. Actually, I am in the process of renovating kitchen, so and that's the reason I thought I'll just do the kitchen tour with my new kitchen, the dream kitchen that I am planning to have soon. We are just working on it. But I think since many of you been asking, I thought it's better to do even my old kitchen tour as well, so that it's my future memory actually. So that way, so I'm planning to do that. So please stay tuned for next week for the kitchen tour, of course. And my kitchen just starts here and finish here actually. Just to tell you that the pantry is way far from here. It's near my washer dryer, my laundry area. Yeah, it's kind of weird, but it is like that. And so I have to go all the way around the house, go there and get all the stuff. So that's the reason I plan out this kitchen. So I'm going to have everything in the kitchen actually. We're going to extend a little bit so that I have all the space for my dream kitchen. So hope you enjoyed this video. My today's dinner menu, Gujarati thali, rice, roti, ringan, chorino shak, some condiments, just optional, but as I said, we always like to munch on those. So hope you enjoyed this video. Please do like and comment below, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for new videos every week. And now that I'm doing more live videos, make sure you tell your friends, family to join in, and together we can probably come up with a lot more ideas. And you can also follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest. Bhavna's Kitchen is everywhere. You can download my app on iOS and Android devices. You can watch me on TV, the big Roku. If you have a big smart TV on Roku channel, you can watch me. So there are several ways to stay in touch with me. And I would love to hear more if I should continue making live videos. In this video, I know I'm not able to put everything together. Actually, almost everything is done. But if you want just example of how do I set up my Gujarati thali, you can watch my videos that I have shared earlier. How to plate Gujarati thali. It's kind of art even when you serve, how to serve. So yeah, some people, I can understand it is hard for some people to get the idea as to how to serve all these once you make it. So basically, sabji, the eggplant and long beans is eaten with rice and roti.